you doing? See your driver's license there? Good, step on out here for me, if you would. Carry any guns, knives, or sharp objects?
No, sir.
All right, walk back here. Come over here. Place your hands up there for me. Place your hands on it. Yep. How come you backed out of that, out of traffic there? Up, leave your hands on the car, bud.
My bad.
All right. Taking too long. Traffic was moving at a nice steady rate. There was no stoppage. You back out of line at a checkpoint, you draw attention to yourself. Stand up. Is this your correct address? Live in Texas?
No, sir. I live in here, State.
Right. How much you had to drink tonight? Haven't?
Yeah.
So what I smell is not alcohol coming off your breath? No? Okay. Well, come on back here for me. Have a seat. Take a look at your driver's license. See what's going on here. Get your driver's license. Have a seat. Say the car is registered to you?
Should be my cousin's name.
What's your social security number? All right, you go by Joe?
Yes, sir.
Joe, do you have any illnesses or injuries?
No, sir.
Taking any medication?
No, sir.
Do you have any disabilities?
No, sir.
All right, you wear glasses or contacts?
No, sir.
Have any eye problems you're aware of?
No, sir.
All right. All right, so again, I'll ask you, why did you back up in traffic there?
I just didn't want to wait, sir. So that's why I turned around.
Okay.
Being impatient.
Well, like I said, I mean, there was no traffic in front of you. There was no stopped traffic for you to have to wait on. All right. Well, Joe, I am going to have you step out and take some tests for me. Need to make sure that you're okay to drive before I put you back behind the wheel.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to pull up here just a little bit. Let's pull over here where the ground level's out a little bit.
All right.
second. I'll come around there and get you out.
Yes, sir.
Where are you guys headed to?
Headed home.
Where are you living now?
I live on...
I'm sorry, say that again, 1267. What's the zip code there?
I think it is... I think for 43220.
What's that?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years. Okay. All right, just step on that, everybody. Walk around here to my car. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Just step right over here for me. Stand about right there where my light is. All right, turn and face me. How tall are you? Okay, we'll try to do this. I kind of need to look you eye to eye, and obviously you're a lot taller than I am. Come on over here. I'm going to have you sit down against the front of the car. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to. You're a lot taller than I am. All right. What I'm going to have you do, first off, do you have anything inside your mouth? All right. What I'm going to have you do, put your hands up on your chin like this. Lower your head just a little bit. Hold it right there. All right, Joe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check your eyes. Okay? Can you see the very tip of that pen? All right. What I want you to do is focus on the tip of the pen. I'm going to move the pen. Don't move your head, just follow it with your eyes. Continue to follow it with your eyes until I tell you to stop. You understand? Sure. Right, lower your head just a hair, hold it right there. All right, I'm going to lower the pen just for a second. Hold your head still. All right, same thing. Focus on the tip of the pen. I'm going to move the pen. Don't move your head. Just follow it with your eyes. Understand? Okay. Alright, Joe, what I want you to do is look at the center of the pen. About right here where my finger is. Okay, I'm going to go up. Hold the same thing, hold your head still, just follow it up with your eyes, don't move your head. You understand? Alright, Joe, come on over here for me. Have you walk down to the far end of this line that I've drawn on the pavement. Then just come on down here. We're going to start down at this end. Alright, what I'm going to have you do first is step up and put your left foot on that line. Okay, now put your right foot directly in front of it so that the heel of your right foot is touching the toe of your left foot. Put your hands down to your sides. Stay like that while I give you the instructions. Don't start until I tell you to begin. You understand? Alright, first, can you see that line okay? Alright. Joe, what I'm going to have you do is take 9 heel-to-toe steps on that line. Keep your hands down to your sides. Look down at your feet. Count your steps out loud as you walk. It'll look like this. From this position. Okay, put your foot back on the line. 1, 2, 3. After you reach 9 steps, remain standing on your front foot. Use the other foot. Take a series of small steps. Turn yourself around and take 9 heel-to-toe steps back down the line. Okay, again, while you're walking, look down at your feet. Count your steps out loud. Your first step is number 1. Once you start, don't stop until you've completed the whole test. Do you understand the instructions? All right, as long as you understand, go ahead and begin. Your first step is number 1.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, turn around. Come on up here for me. If you would, just stand about right here. That's fine. All right. Next thing I'm going to have you do, actually turn, face this officer right over here. There you go. All right. Basically, what I'm going to have you do for this next test is stand on one foot. Okay. Before we start, I'm required to let you know that if you'd like to take your shoes off, you can do that. It's up to you. Leave them on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Put your heels and toes together like this.
Okay.
Hands down to your sides. Stay like that while I give you the instructions. Don't start until I tell you to begin. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Joe, what I'm going to have you do for this, again, like I said, I'm going to have you stand on one foot. I'm going to have you bring one foot up in front of you about 6 inches off the ground.
Yep.
Point your toe out so your foot is parallel to the ground.
Yep.
So it's flat to the ground. All right? Look down at the tip of your toe and count out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Continue to count in that manner until I tell you to stop.
Yep.
Keep both of your legs straight. Keep your hands down to your sides. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. As long as you understand the instructions.
Does it matter what leg I use?
Nope. Either foot that you want to use. All right. As long as you understand, go ahead and begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010.
Look at the tip of your toe.
2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stop. All right. Step on up here for me. Got one more test. We'll get you out of here. Yeah, just hang on right there for a second. All right, Joe, I'm going to have you take a breath test real quick. Still have nothing in your mouth? All right. Very simple. Just take a big breath. Seal your lips around the plastic tube and blow, just like you're blowing through a straw. Just blow until I say stop. Now blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, stop. Right. How long do you think since you had your last drink? 7 o'clock tonight? Oh, that's a long time ago. What were you drinking? Who's the person in the car with you? All right. Well, Joe, listen, I am going to place you under arrest for operating a vehicle while under the influence, okay? You want to just step over here, please, or you just turn the hands on your back? All right, listen, you've been very polite with me, been very cooperative. I'm not going to crank these down on you. If you put your hands together, there you go, palm to palm, it just puts less strain on your wrist. All right. Joe, I've got 3 fingers I can fit through there. I know they're not too tight on you. I'm going to lock them so they don't tighten up when you sit back. Do you have somebody that can come and pick you up? Yeah, hang on just a minute, all right? Because I don't see what you have inside your pockets here. We'll get back inside the car and well, Joe, that's why I asked you if you had somebody that could come and pick you up. But the point, officer, like, I'm the quarterback of Ohio State. Man. All right, come on back here for me. Have some. Oh, man. What I'm going to do is, my intention is to not take you to jail. That's about the best I'm going to do for you tonight. Yes, sir. Watch your hands. Sit tight. I'll be right back with you. Yeah, I'm trying to. No, I didn't. Trying to get a ride. So hopefully we get. We might. Oh, by the time. Joe, you don't have. You don't have your cell phone on you, do you?
No, sir.
She was. It must be in the car. We're trying to get you guys, or at least a ride. So she's not waiting for a while. She's going to call somebody that's close to you. Okay, she said. And where's your cell phone at?
It's in the car.
It's in the car?
Yes.
Tell her it's in the car and have somebody come pick her up. All right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me read this. Joe Barrett. Let me read him. Right, 2055. Wide zone. That's on you. Yeah. Why don't, if you want to put her in your car, we'll take them both to the checkpoint lot, and I'll get somebody else to come down and get the car. All right, Joe, first thing I need to do here is read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before I ask you any questions, and to have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you are not able to pay a lawyer will be appointed for you prior to any questioning. If you wish to answer questions without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Joe, do you understand what I've just read to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Man.
All right, Joe, while I've got this other officer standing here, I need to read this next form to you. This is a Bureau of Motor Vehicles form. I have to have a witness while I read it to you. There's a lot of information. Let me read over this. I'll go through and explain it to you. Eventually we'll get to a point where I'll take those cuffs off of you. I'll give you a copy of this. I'll let you read it for yourself, and I'll answer any questions that you might have. Joe, you now are under arrest for Columbus City Code 213301A1A, and that is operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, or a combination of them. Operating a vehicle while under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance, or operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption. If you refuse to take any chemical test required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately, and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a commercial driver's license and refuse to submit to the test or tests, you will immediately be placed out of service for 24 hours. You will be disqualified from operating a commercial motor vehicle for a period of not less than 1 year, and you will be required to surrender your commercial driver's license to me. If you have a prior conviction of OVI, OVUAC, or operating a vehicle while under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance under state or municipal law within the preceding 20 years, you now are under arrest for state OVI, and if you refuse to take a chemical test, you will face increased penalties if you subsequently are convicted of the state OVI. If you have previously pled guilty or been convicted of 2 or more OVIs, OVUACs, or equivalent offenses in the previous 6 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of 5 or more OVIs, OVUACs, or equivalent offenses in the previous 20 years, or pled guilty or been convicted of a felony of any of the above violations, and you refuse to submit to a chemical test required by law, I am authorized to use whatever reasonable means are necessary to ensure that you submit to a chemical test. If you take any chemical test required by law and are found to be at or over the prohibited amount of alcohol, a controlled substance or a metabolite of a controlled substance in your whole blood, serum or plasma, breath or urine as set by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately, and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you take a chemical test, you may have an independent chemical test taken at your own expense. All right, Joe, basically what this form says, number one, as I've already told you, you are under arrest for operating a vehicle while under the influence. We're going to go right up the street here to the sobriety checkpoint, and I'm going to ask you to take another breath test. What this form says is that if you refuse to take that test, your driver's license will be suspended for 1 year. If you take the test and if you test over the legal limit, your driver's license will be suspended for 90 days. Now, I looked at your, you don't seem, at least not based on your social security number, you don't have an Ohio driving record. You ever had a ticket or anything in Ohio?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever had an alcohol-related driving offense anywhere?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me read through all of the possible consequences, but in reality they don't really apply to you because you've not had any prior convictions, but I have to cover this with you anyway. If you refuse to take the test, and if you had no prior refusals, like I said, that is a 1-year suspension. If you had 1 prior refusal, it would be a 2-year suspension. 2 priors would be a 3-year suspension, and 3 or more would be a 5-year suspension. If you take the test and if you test above the legal limit, you have no prior convictions, like I said, it's a 90-day suspension. 1 prior would be a 1-year suspension, 2 priors a 2-year suspension, and 3 priors a 3-year suspension. But back to what I said before. If you refuse to take the test, it's 1 year. If you take the test and you test over the legal limit, it's 90 days. And if you test under the limit, there's no suspension tonight. I will give you back your driver's license. Let's see, make sure I cover. The last sentence that I read to you up there on top was, as long as you do take my test, once we part company tonight, if you want to go someplace else and get your own test done, you can do that. That's at your own expense.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Like I said, we're going to go right up the street here. I got some paperwork to do. We'll get to a point. I'll take those handcuffs off of you. I'll give you a copy of this. If you'd like to take some time and read over it, you're more than welcome to do that. I ask you to take another breath test. I'm going to write you a ticket. I'll give you a court date. And we're working on some arrangements to get you home right now. And as I said, if you know somebody that you want me to call, or I'll get you your cell phone. If you want to call them here in a little bit, that's fine. But the end result here is, my plan is that you guys are going home tonight. I'm not going to take you to jail. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're not at that point, but
Well, we're good.
Oh, did Jim leave? Did 635 leave?
Well, no. What I was going to say is I was going to run folks a bit back there, run back here to pick up the car. So I think 642 is up here. Yeah, we still got by up here, right here where we're at.
Yeah, I'm walking up here now, too.
Oh, okay.
All right, buddy.
All right.
See, we both know.
Does she have a ride coming for them?
Hardale's coming up.
Okay.
Just so you know. Yeah.
All right.
I told them where we're at.
Okay. All right. We're going to go right up here, and like I said, we'll get this stuff done, knock it out as quick as I can, and we'll get you on your way home.
Yes, sir.